This is the beginning of a new day.
This is the beginning of a new day.
God has given me this day to use as I will.
I can waste it.
I can waste it.
I can waste it or use it for good.
What I do today is important.
What I do today is important.
As I am exchanging a day of my life for it.
When tomorrow comes,
this day will be gone. Forever.
This day will be gone forever.
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 Leaving something in its place. I have traded for it.
I want it to be gain, not loss.
Good.
Good.
Good, not evil.
success.
Success, not failure.
In order that I shall not forget.
In order that I shall not forget the price
I paid for it.
Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve and 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 DC.
T-minus 15, stand by for terminal count. 10, 9, 8.
Side booster ignition.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing and listen.
This is the Steve and DC Morning Show, starring Steve and DC, Don Hartley with news, James Spann, the weatherman, Audio Bob, and Diesel, the show pitbull mascot and head of security. Now, Steve and DC.
Did you catch by chance that lady doing graduation names and she was screwing them all up?
Yeah. Well, the other day we heard it. Yeah.
Did we play it?
And it was hysterical.
Yes.
And she wasn't screwing them up on purpose.
No. You could tell she was trying her best.
They said that they had the names spelled out phonetically, so she was trying to pronounce them based on that, and they won't forget this anytime soon.
I feel her pain, though, because people have messed up names now. They just do.
They do, but it's graduation. I mean, you want them to get it right.
Well, you'd think they'd rehearse, like go over it, before.
Do we have audio of her screwing up?
We do. What I have from her, though, is an apology. She's been She's been, attacked.
Social media ripped her a new one.
And so the poor woman that has gone viral says that she is very sorry that she messed up everyone's graduation day, and that all she had was about 2 minutes before she went on stage to learn these names.
She couldn't rehearse.
Yes. So she's asking for people to please lay off her now.
I see. Okay. Well,
bless her heart.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. I'd love to hear it.
Victoria Lee Zubin-Cross. Victoria Elizabeth Gross. Not what she said. Marlena.
Oh, Melanie.
Zobeth. Molly. Carolina Urina. Tamume.
Oh, God.
Thomas.
She had trouble with Thomas.
I don't think she owed anybody an apology. Some of those names were out there. Thomas. Donald, and good morning to you and yours.
Good morning.
Already reporting another shooting in Tuscaloosa early this morning.
It's sad. We're already ahead of the pace of last year, and that seems to be the solution to everything. I get mad at you, so I kill you.
Yeah, seems to be, and this is at an apartment complex where there have been a history of trouble.
Yeah, the south side, all along James Harrison Parkway there, where there are apartments, there have been shootings over the last several years.
So 2 people shot, 1 confirmed dead about 3 o'clock this morning, and we'll update it as soon as we know more.
Yeah, the Tuscaloosa Violent Crimes Unit continues to investigate. The condition of that injured individual has not been released as of yet.
Today is National Barbecue Day.
That's my day, my day.
Yep. Eat some barbecue today if you can. And it's funny because I'm just reading about all the places that claim to be the best. There's Memphis, there's Kansas City, there's North Carolina. Of course, we all know better. If you haven't been to Archibald's or Dreamland, then you don't know what you're missing, right?
That's right. And you got Jim and Nick's. We got so many barbecue places, and they're all a little bit different styles, and they're all great.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your favorite in town? If you could only eat at one for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
It would be Archibald's.
Archibald's over Dreamland.
Dreamland is just a tick. Very small way behind.
See, I'm torn. I'm ribs at Dreamland, and that's really because of the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm pulled pork and that at Archibald's. So,
I would go with that.
Yeah. You could live with that? You could live with that.
Yeah, I could live. The Jim and Nick's thing, too. They have 2 different types of barbecue sauce. They have the South Carolina
That's right.
Sauce, and then they have the Alabama white sauce. And that is becoming popular. I saw a thing the other day on ESPN where they were doing a feature about Notre Dame. They have a Southern-style barbecue place in South Bend, Indiana, and they have a list of all the different sauces, and one of them is Alabama white sauce.
How about that? See? That Alabama white sauce, as much as, as good as it tastes, it's racist. They shouldn't call it that. Well, we did a face bag poll overnight last night and got almost 100 responses to the Mercedes-Benz union vote question. Should Mercedes-Benz workers vote yes to unionize or no? And why? And boy, that's a hot topic, as we all know. Listener Matthew says no, and if confused, vote no. That's pretty clear. Listener Robert says, Steve and DC, foolish to believe that those in leadership of the union care about anything or anyone but getting rich off the backs of working families. Very sad, he says. And then there's Kim, who says, yes. Why wouldn't a person want safer working conditions, better pay, and benefits? Listener Craig says it'll hurt Alabama because new manufacturers will be less likely to build plants in the state if there's a union presence. That was one of the reasons Mercedes chose Alabama in the first place. Listener Jim says vote no. Unions are just another version of the mafia. Take protection money from the victims and provide a little in return. And listener Matthew says yes, vote for the union. There will be better insurance and better wages. So it seems like the majority of the people that responded to our face bag poll at 95.3 The Bear said vote no, but there are some yeses in there. Don Hartley, I understand a TV poll, much like the one we did, maybe a little more scientific. It was overwhelming, wasn't it?
Well, really, it wasn't that much more scientific. But
oh, good. I'm glad.
It was about 72% said no. There should not be union. That the union and most of the responses talked about how, you get a little extra pay, but the union takes it in dues.
Well, they do. Okay, so we find out, though, on, you think, Friday afternoon, how the vote turned out this week?
After the last shift votes, they'll tally this over. Late Friday, we'll find out.
All right, and the mystery will be resolved late Friday, and you'll hear it right here.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
Morning, everybody, and welcome to the Thursday, May 16th Steve and DC radio show. It's it's Friday Eve. Look at it that way.
Everything's just flying by. The month of May is flying by. You know, soon really the kids will be out of school.
Next week, in fact, a lot of them will be out. Yeah,
and I know that makes moms and dads very happy.
Oh, happy, joy.
Have the kids around the house more
all summer long. Listen to this.
I'm bored.
Yeah, what are we going to do now? Take me to the pool.
I'm bored.
But don't you miss those days?
I do.
When you can tell your wife, hey, take care of the kids. Daddy's got to take a nap.
They do. There's a song out right now called 18 Summers. And you know, we'll have to play it. It's about rip my heart out because it's so true. 18 summers goes by a lot faster than you think.
And that's all you get.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, the kids refuse to move out of the house.
Right, unless they're there when they're 40.
Your son's there till he's 40, living in the basement. Well, a man is in the news. Yesterday afternoon, police were called where a man reportedly was at a gas station shoving the gas pump up his backside.
Okay. All right now. We'll get back with him.
Yeah. I mean, really? Really? I mean, you got to believe he wanted to be seen, obviously, to do something like that at a gas station.
But why?
Well, I mean, you know, he was I guess a perv, and that's how he gets his jollies. I don't know.
How could that possibly be?
Now, we don't know if he actually pumped any gas. They didn't report that. But we do know he had the gas pump up his backside and his pants down around his ankles when the police squad car arrived.
No, I don't understand that.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, that nozzle's about yay long.
Yeah.
And he was...
that seems dangerous. To me, there's something about that seems dangerous.
It seems like that could hurt.
This is...
No, ma'am. I don't know if it was leaded or unleaded. I don't know that it really matters.
This was him? This was the sound he was making out there when... Okay. That's what he was doing.
Police believe drugs may have been involved.
What?
And now we take you to Nashville for a good reason to find out what's trending hot. Jimmy Carter's got it.
Jimmy Carter, good morning, Roll Tide.
Good morning, Roll Tide. You know, Tim McGraw, I thought if you never saw it, you really should. The Yellowstone prequel, 1883. I thought Tim and Faith were just excellent in there. They're not Meryl Streep and Clark Gable, you know, but they did a great job. I don't know who would have done it better.
They're not
They
bad.
did as good as you could do for that show.
Yeah.
So Tim has had the acting bug for decades now, you know, because he's been in several movies. Flicker was one that he starred in. So this one he's going to star in coming up is going to be a series for Netflix.
I was trying to tell Steve the other day about Flicka, because isn't that where that song came from about his little girl that was so good?
Don't Take the Girl?
No, the other one. My Little Girl.
No, there was a song about that one, though. That was back in the early 2000s, I think. But anyway, Tim's got him a series on Netflix. It's an untitled bull riding drama starring Tim McGraw, executive produced by Tim McGraw. It says it's set in the competitive world of bull riding and revolves around a megastar champion played by Tim who faces life or death crossroads when confronted by the arrival of a fearless young rider whose very existence challenges his ways and unearths secrets that force him to reckon with his past. And that's all we know about it. We don't know when it's coming. We don't know when it's produced. Maybe it's being produced now for all we know. We don't know anything else. So, but that's pretty interesting. Untitled bull riding drama. You know that boy Tim's going to ride a bull.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not scared of that.
And it's a bull named Fu Manchu.
That's right. And that's probably what they'll call it.
Yeah, probably will. They should.
Did you know that Zach Bryan and his girlfriend were in a pretty bad ATV crash?
Oh, it sounds like it was horrible and could have been worse.
Sounds like they were raising hell out there on the ATVs. And they had a side-by-side crash. You know, you ran into each other like a chariot race.
You got to be more
the movies.
careful.
Now, Zach's girlfriend said had they not been wearing seat belts, There's no doubt in her mind they would have been decapitated in the wreck.
Dear. Boy.
Anyway, he said it was a big gash on Zach's arm. Didn't say what her injuries were. And he got it all fixed, and he made it to the show in Little Rock. But it was said a lot of blood, and they were scared.
So wear your seatbelts.
Yeah, or not drive crazy on your ATV.
Or both, yeah.
Or both. Megan Moroney's getting pushed really hard, and she's an early winner at the ACM Awards, Best New Female Artist.
Wow.
If I was Lainey Wilson, I'd watch my back.
Okay.
Nate Smith has won Best Early Male, New Male, and Tiger Lily, the group, has won that award.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they always like to give you a little taste of something before to promote the shows.
You know, the show tonight, too, a lot of us will be like, okay, what channel's it on? It's on Prime Video.
I hate that.
Right.
I hate that. I really do.
Well, here's the deal. ACMs, they have been they were really on a roll a couple of years ago before they changed leaders. They went and took that show to Vegas, and it got big. And then they took the show to Dallas, to AT&T Stadium, and had the biggest award show, bigger than CMA's ever done. But after that, it was all downhill. And they relocated to Nashville during COVID because it seemed like they were lost. They moved the show to Frisco, Texas, because Jerry's World, I presume, wanted to pay production on it. They're on Amazon Prime because ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox wouldn't pay what they wanted for it. So Amazon, Netflix did it yesterday. Netflix put up $150 million, and they've got 2 NFL games on Christmas Day.
Really? Wow.
So they just paid and got it, just like Amazon has done. So it's a crazy world out there.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, can he win everything tonight? He could, but I don't know that he will. So we'll see. I think if I had to bet, it'd be like that horse Mystic Dan at the Derby. I'd bet a little bit of money on Jelly Roll to win either male or Entertainer of the Year or both. And he's up against tremendous competition. But this is an award show that's not based on industry voters or radio voters or charts or anything else. It's fans and people who are members. It's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff.
That's right. So Morgan Wallen could win Entertainer of the Year tonight. By the way, Luke Combs, I said in an interview yesterday, if he doesn't win, that he hopes Kane Brown wins.
Well,
he says Kane is underrated.
I mean, Kane Brown should win something. This guy does great. He doesn't get a fair shake. I don't know what that's about.
No.
Because you go look at his stats of what he does on tour and everything, it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
But Morgan and Luke are the 2 big guys.
Yeah. Another big thing on TV tonight, and a lot of people are talking about it, is CBS says goodbye to young Sheldon tonight with 2 episodes back-to-back. It's the finale starting at 7 o'clock tonight. And, of course, it's not a spoiler. Everybody already knows that George, the father, is going to die in the season finale.
Everybody knows that?
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's all over social media, all over Facebook.
Well, Jimmy and I hadn't heard that.
Everybody's talking about it, and people are talking about how much it hurts. They're like a real family to them if you followed that show. And that show is pretty good. It really is.
It's not bad, yeah.
I don't watch it.
Well, you're missing a good one.
No, I'm watching Law and Order, SVU, and Law and Order. And all those things.
There's a bunch of Law and Orders on. Hey, by the way, we were talking about Tim McGraw earlier. I thought this was interesting. Tim McGraw's most downloaded or streamed song online is?
Live Like You Were Dying? Indian Outlaw?
Humble and Kind?
Don't Take the Girl?
Humble and Kind.
Humble and Kind, really?
Yep, his most downloaded song online.
Huh. Wow.
Yep.
That's a strange one for that.
I think so, too.
That's a good song, though.
Yeah, but most
okay.
downloaded?
It's got 300 million. Don't Take the Girl has like 250 million. So
all right, I can see that.
Yeah,
whatever.
Well, isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating. Jimmy Carter, you're always fascinating. Thank you. Everything trending hot this morning by a country mile.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
Steve and DC in the morning, shooting early this morning in Tuscaloosa. 2 people shot, 1 dead. One in the hospital. It happened at the Brookhaven Apartments. And Tuscaloosa police are currently investigating the overnight shooting in Tuscaloosa. Another one.
Goodness.
Another one.
We gotta stop with the shooting, folks. I mean,
well, I don't know if that's going to happen. It seems like people have arguments these days, and without, we used to have fist fights, and now people just pull out guns and kill each other.
And I know what people. If you get like the Swiss Army knife. Well, let's take away the blade. That'll stop people from. No, that won't stop anything. Because there's always going to be something. There's a baseball bat you could bludgeon someone with. I mean, you're never going to stop evil or violence by taking things away.
And most of the guns used in these shootings are stolen.
It's a bigger...
They steal people's guns out of their cars, sometimes out of their homes, and then they use them to commit these crimes. So any more gun control is not going to do a whole lot of good.
It's a bigger issue. It's how you were raised. It's a lot more,
and that's a hard one to fix.
Yeah.
A passenger is suing D.C. I know you're flying soon. Delta Airlines for $1 million,
and I'm flying on Delta.
Well, if this happens to you, you can join in the lawsuit. Guy says that he broke a rib while leaning on his armrest. The armrest on the plane collapsed. And he hit so hard he broke his rib. That's crazy. I mean, isn't that crazy?
I hate to laugh.
Well, it's crazy the thought of somebody on a commercial flight that had an entire armrest to himself. When did that ever happen?
Yeah, that's the most strange part of the story.
Has that ever happened to you? It never happened to me.
No. There's always somebody right up your,
It's always an armrest hog.
You're always crammed up each other so tight.
And when you're big and fluffy like me, the last thing you want to do is sit in the middle seat. One reason I hate to fly and just absolutely refuse unless just have to fly is because when I get on the plane, there are always other people already seated, and they don't say anything, but I can read their face. When they see me coming, they're like, please, Lord, don't let him through. Please, Lord, don't let him through. And then when I turn into that, is this 12C? They're like,
oh, man.
They won't say anything.
I don't even know who you are, fella.
Well, I just know you're fat. Yeah. They won't say anything, but they give you the stink eye.
Just wait till you see him coming down the aisle.
You know that look I'm talking about?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. And but that's why I cannot fly. And look, this is not a deal where I'm bragging here, okay? I'm not bragging.
Here it comes.
Here
it comes.
I'm not.
Okay, what?
I've got to fly first class.
Well, you
can't do anything
hide
else.
Money, can you? You just can't hide money.
But I told you my trick. I've got a trick to it. I buy the coach ticket, and then you wait about 2-3 weeks before you fly. You go on to the app, and it will say, would you like to upgrade? And, I mean, they'll let you upgrade for like $30. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Haven't they caught on that people are doing this?
Well,
Probably not.
I think their thought is we'd rather sell the seat than have it empty.
I see. Okay.
So
at that point, it's so close to the flight, it's empty.
Right. We can make $30 off the seat.
Have you ever been denied because first class was already full?
Yeah, I mean, that's happened occasionally, but I would say it's worked for me 99. Now, it doesn't work on every airline. It only works on like American. And it works very well on American.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one that it works on.
Have you ever flown Spirit?
Doesn't work on Delta.
For an extra $250, Spirit will let you fly the plane.
I don't even know if we have Spirit in Birmingham. It's never really an option for me. I used to love Southwest.
Yeah.
Because Southwest was always cheap.
So why did you stop loving Southwest?
You can't fly them to where I'm going anymore.
Oh, okay. They don't fly there.
I don't think so. Yeah, I used to fly when I'd go down to Texas.
Yeah.
And you could always get a Southwest jet, and they were very cheap. Yeah. And sometimes they'd let you sit in the cockpit,
Yeah. Oh, they will if you're willing to pay for it.
And you will have to help the pilot steer and such.
Steer. A man was not afraid to fly to Las Vegas to celebrate his 21st birthday. He had talked about it for years. He said, when I'm 21, I'm going to tear Vegas up. Well, guess what? He went to Vegas for his 21st birthday and hit a $362,000 jackpot.
Really?
Yep.
Well, good for him.
Yep.
I guess.
Yep.
I don't care.
I wonder how much of it he had blown by the time he left. Time now for the Steve and DC Morning Pledge and National Anthem. And we dedicate our pledge this morning, and only a little bit more school left. It won't be long now until everybody headed to Eccles Middle School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Steve and DC Show.
Steve and DC in the morning with a big bear hug this morning to Miss Becky at Tuscaloosa Academy. She just celebrated 50 years over there. They're honoring Miss Becky's incredible 50 years at TA. Her smiling face at the front desk has meant a lot to a whole lot of people. 50 years. How about that? That's pretty incredible.
50 years.
Congratulate Miss Becky at TA if you know her. And I tell you somebody else to congratulate is American Christian Academy. They are one win away from the 4A state championship in baseball. They play at 4 o'clock this afternoon at Jacksonville State. So ACA, American Christian Academy, one win away. If they win today, they are 4A state champs.
Wow.
And Hillcrest will play for the championship at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So some good high school baseball.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Mighty good for them.
Yeah, we're cheering them on.
We've got to give away concert tickets here in just a minute. Get ready for that. That is, of course, you know what it is. Billy Carrington and Kip. Billy Carrington and Kip Moore. I wouldn't pay to see Billy Carrington, but Billy Carrington should be pretty good.
You don't know. Billy Carrington's not a bad singer.
Is he an up-and-comer?
He's not as well known as Billy Carrington.
So
but
win your tickets for the Friday night concert at the Amp. Tomorrow we're going to upgrade seats for somebody, and it could be you, to down front and backstage. So if you want to get a line to do that, 205-339-4953. Grab a line right now for Billy Carrington and Kip Moore tickets.
Yes. Billy Carrington, that's funny. Okay, there's another little thing I wanted to tell you about because it involves some fool, some thief that deserves what they got. So a woman was having a yard sale, okay? And she was having it, really everybody knew, with the exception of the fools that came in and stole things, that a lot of what she was selling came from her parents' museum, very famous museum, the museum that, gosh, I can't think of their names now. All those movies, scary movies have been made about the couple that we had on the air years ago. And they have a museum of everything they've kept. Annabelle, the Annabelle doll, and all of those.
Yeah.
Well, she had 2 things stolen that are haunted.
Yeah.
And
good. It serves the thief right.
Right.
You steal something, it's haunted.
They didn't know, these thieves that stole it.
Yeah, they know now.
That they're haunted. And she's saying, I will not take it back either.
You got it.
The thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy. I put them in this glass hutch to try and contain whatever was attached to them, and it got so cold that it fogged up. No takesies, backsies. Nobody wanted them because I warned everyone and showed them the videos of what these dolls do when they're in your vicinity, because they were not scared to move right in front of you. Enjoy.
Well, you know what? I don't know if they're really haunted or not, but what a great way to deal with a thief who's took your dolls.
Yes.
At least tell them they're haunted and they could get up and dance around in the middle of the night. You know, nothing you can do about it.
Rightly so.
Rightly so. Whether it's true or not, right? I didn't know this museum existed. I didn't remember that. So it's all haunted stuff from movies?
Well, no, not from movies, from real, they're
real life hauntings?
Well, yeah, their investigations were real, but they would take items and they didn't want them out there because of what they did, what they represent. So they put them all into one area, one museum.
I love the Annabelle doll would get up at 3 a.m., the devil's hour, and dance.
No thanks.
Yeah, you can have that. Good luck selling that at a yard sale.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't think they sold any of the big items. They just sold a few of the smaller things,
Well, it serves them right. If they stole them, they'll get what they deserve.
A few of the things that had smaller demons.
Yeah. Some of the starter demons.
Right. That are just starting out.
Some of the rookies.
It's their first haunting.
All right, let's do Billy Carrington. And Kip Moore, and we'll do the upgrade tomorrow. It could be you to down front and backstage. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. Pick a line, DC.
Oh, let's see. How about this one? Hey, who's this?
Ashlyn.
Hi, is it Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's my favorite name. I love that.
It's a beautiful name.
So pretty.
Thank you.
Ashlyn, we're going to wheel in and spin the big wheel o' trivia here. Our company, Town Square Media, spent a lot of money on this thing, and they say we're not using it enough. So let's go. Let's see what we can do.
I think we use it. Uh-oh.
Okay, here comes your question. Got it right here. Ashlyn, what animal has the largest brain? Is it an elephant, a shark, or a whale? Which animal has the largest brain, Ashlyn? Is it an elephant, a shark, or a whale? And you can consult with DC, who'll be your lifeline on this if you'd like to.
Oh, give me some help.
Well, I think from watching Planet Earth like I do, that the whales have pretty large brains. They're pretty smart, them whales.
All right, we're going to need an answer. 10 seconds.
All right, let's go with the whale.
All right, you going with DC's suggestion, the whale? He lives on Animal Planet, so he would know, and he is right. It is the whale.
That's right, yes. Not to nitpick, but it's Planet Earth, not Animal Planet.
Oh, did I say Animal Planet?
Yes. Totally different.
Same difference. Hey, Ashlyn, you're going to see, and I know you're very excited. Do you love Billy Carrington?
I love Billy Carrington.
Going to see Billy Carrington and Kip Moore. And tomorrow now, we're going to upgrade tickets to down front and backstage, and you'll be in it to win it.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we thank you for listening. We appreciate it. You hang on, and we'll get you hooked up. She sounded quite adorable.
Didn't she?
She really did.
That sounds great. I'm happy for her.
I think she was making fun of the way I pronounced Billy Carrington's
I think
name.
she might have been. Yeah.
And you want to go to the rodeo? We got a big rodeo coming up Friday and Saturday night. We got tickets to give you. We'll do that in a few minutes.
Well, we just keep. That's all we do. We're like a giveaway machine. I mean, it's all we do.
Yeah, we give till it hurts. I just saw on the news where a former daycare worker at the First United Methodist Church of Sylacauga has been arrested for abusing children by grabbing them by their hair.
That's terrible to do.
Abuse of a child less than 6 years of age included in that.
I was abused. I was telling the story on Mother's Day, actually, because I remember the memory I have the most. It's funny because I should remember the trauma, but I don't. I remember some of it, but I remember what my mom did more than I remember the trauma of it, because I was in kindergarten, so I was like 5 years old, and the kindergarten teacher was evil. I remember she was very little, too. I don't know that she was what we'd call a midget.
No, I'm sorry, a little person.
I don't know if we'd call her that or not.
Right.
but she was very little.
Yeah, and she was very evil.
Very evil.
What did she do to you?
She told me that I had been talking too much.
No. Now, see, look, this is not probably fair because I wasn't even there, but I agree with her.
Well, you know what?
Because you grew up to make a good dang living out of talking.
Well, you know, look, you don't tell a kid. I mean, you can tell a kid that, but then you don't take him and lock him in the supply closet.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea. How long were you in there?
All day.
Really?
She left me in there all day.
What did you do with yourself to pass the time in the supply closet?
You know, I remember
you didn't eat the paste, did you?
No, I remember being, very upset at first and traumatized by it. Thank God it was one of those closet doors that had the little things on the bottom, like a vent thing where little rays of light would come in.
So it wasn't totally dark.
So, yeah, I could see a little bit there. And I believe I fell asleep at some point. I got upset.
That's the best thing to do, just go to sleep.
Fell asleep when my mom found out.
Oh, boy.
That I had been locked in the closet all day.
What did Rosemary do?
Oh, man. I remember she marched.
Did she go down there and whip somebody's hind end?
We were leaving the school, and she's like, well, what did you do today? And I told her, and she said, you what? And I remember she stopped, and she turned around, and she went in, and she tore that woman up.
A new one?
One side and down the other. That little.
And did you have to go back to that class the next day?
No, that woman ended up getting fired for it.
Wow.
She got suspended at first pending an investigation.
Whoa.
Then they fired her.
Probably wasn't the first time she'd done that to a kid.
Well, exactly. She was mean.
Well,
she was mean.
You don't grab kids by the hair. So now there's a big stink over this, and rightly so, fired a daycare worker at the First United Methodist Church in Sylacauga.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
I owe several of you an apology because people are complaining and commenting at 953thebear.com. We posted a story of Alabama's worst mugshots ever.
And I recognized a couple of those people.
Now, the cross-eyed lady came through, thank God.
She's legit.
She's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She came through, but some of the photos aren't loading properly, so you're not getting to see some of these incredible looking folks.
Let me tell you something. You will feel better about yourself if you have any insecurities about the way you look.
Yes.
You need to look at Alabama's most hideous mugshots at 953thebear.com.
One
you
guy
just won't believe it. And you may recognize some of these people like I did.
Yeah, and this photo did come through, but
I love the cross-eyed lady.
The cross-eyed lady is my favorite, but one guy is so drunk that police have to hold his head up for the mugshot.
Yeah.
So you see officers' hands on his head.
Yeah.
Holding him up because he kept falling over. So they had to hold him up. That's a good one. And then this other dude, I don't even know how to explain it. His teeth are so messed up. They're like sticking out of his head.
Well, I mean, normally I'd say bless his heart, but not this time because he's a lawbreaker.
Right.
It's his mugshot.
Right. And then there's another lady. You got to be careful. Don't let her look right into your eyes. Or she will steal your soul.
She'll steal your soul.
So,
yeah. All right. It's 953thebear.com to see those mugshots.
And I'm trying to fix the rest of them.
From the great state of Alabama. Have you seen this?
Oh, boy. That doesn't look good.
This is the hot new fashion trend. So they claim they're called pea-stained jeans.
Come on.
There's a waiting list to get them.
That's got to be ridiculous.
They sell for over $800 a pair.
I can do that myself.
And on the front of your blue jeans, there is a stain in a strategic area. It looks like you've wet your britches.
What?
Pea-stained jeans are now a thing. People are actually paying $800 a pair for these.
I don't need to buy them. I can create them. I have a factory.
We would have been, I know where you have it. We would have been rich men in the first grade if these jeans were popular back then, right?
Okay, show of hands. Who has seen the Adam Sandler movie where the little boy
Frankenstein? Yeah, the little kid in the movie, it was Big Daddy. A little kid in the movie wanted to be called Frankenstein.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just remember he pees his pants.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's all nervous about it, and Adam Sandler pees his pants, and says, no, this is the new thing, just to make him, feel better about it.
Yeah.
Then all the kids start peeing their pants.
That's a funny movie. It's one of my favorites. Big Daddy.
It is a good movie.
I'd always like to have told myself if I had a kid, I'd be like, that'd be my role model, Big Daddy.
But this cannot be a real trend.
No, that's legitimate. I don't report fake news. These are jeans with pee stains on them, and they're $800 a pair, as I mentioned, and they're selling out. There's a waiting list to get them.
If you buy those, you're a complete moron.
And those will not be available at Walmart anytime soon. Now, the real thing might be available.
Just fun.
Awesome. About people's lives.
The Steve and DC Morning Show. Funny phone sham calls and unforgettable classics.
The phone sham always has me in stitches. I look forward to it every morning.
Steve and DC phone sham calls play on 95.3 The Bear.
Yeah, this Willie. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm trying to track a package that was supposed to be delivered to my sister.
When was it supposed to get there?
It was supposed to get to her address on the 17th.
On the 17th?
Yeah, but they didn't make their first attempt until the 20th.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that? It's 3 days late. You should have sent it sooner.
I sent it on the 13th.
You should have sent it on the 10th then. Now, whose fault is that?
It's not my fault.
Oh, come on. That's your fault, not ours. You dreaming you think you're going to get there on the 13th. You should have sent it a little sooner.
Excuse me.
You should have...
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, talk to this customer.
This Jim Bob, the supervisor. Can I help you?
I'm trying to find my sister's package.
I'm not the mail room. Let me transfer.
Oh, this is a game.
Yeah, this Willie. Can I help you?
Oh, you again.
I told you should have sent the thing a little sooner. I ain't some hula hoop-eyed, chicken neck-looking jive turkey.
I don't care who the heck you are. I'm a customer that paid good money to get that package in there. I got a tracking number. Just find the package and tell me where the hell it is.
Listen, this is my last week in customer service. I don't give a where that. Maybe it fell off the truck.
Give me somebody that does.
Maybe it's floating down the river.
Well, give me somebody that does give a how's that?
Maybe I can find your package. You're going to yak and complain.
Me? I didn't spend that money for that not to be given to my sister.
What? Come on, calm your down.
Calm my down. You're the one that's giving me lip and attitude just because I want to know where my package is.
Hey, you should have said the thing.
I don't give a said that thing. It was supposed to be there Friday. It never showed up. Now give me somebody that gives a or you're going to see somebody that doesn't give a
Now you sounding like my old lady.
I don't give a rat who the hell I sound like in your family. I want somebody that gives a I spent money. I want some information now.
You calm your down right now. You sounded like my old lady.
I don't care.
Hey, come on,
don't
baby.
Oh, come on.
I told you should have sent the
recollection. I should have got that thing with the way it was sent. I have tracking numbers. I checked on the internet what the you guys did. I want to know where that it is now.
I told you the thing in transit. What more do you want to know?
What do you mean in transit?
Because I just figured that's probably what it's doing. But you didn't send the thing soon enough, so it's
right.
I guess you should have sent it with Federal Express next time. That's what you did wrong.
No, I want some honest answers, and I want somebody that can give it to me, and that's not going to be you, so I want somebody that will.
Fine, I'll get the supervisor then. This lady, she drives me crazy.
Hello, this is Jim Bob. Can I help you?
Yeah, Jim Bob. It's me again.
Oh, did I transfer you the wrong?
Yeah, you transferred me. I'm not getting any information.
Let me get you the mail.
Oh, wait. Oh, you son of a...
Yeah, this Willie. Can I help you?
Customer service is Joe. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just called up there, and I'm not too appreciative of little games I'm being played.
How so?
How so? Well, when I talked to a guy named Willie that's telling me I need to send my package early, cussing at me and telling me that I'm stupid. And then he's trying to send me to this fool named Billy Bob that don't want to answer the phone.
I apologize. I mean, somebody was rude to you.
They're both being rude to me. All I asked, he told me this was his last week. He don't give a rat's where my box is. And he said it could probably be floating down the river for all he cares.
Oh well, ma'am, you deserve better service than this. I'll transfer you to the mailroom right away.
Are you going to send me back to Danville?
Hello, this is Jim Bob, the supervisor. Can I help you?
Yeah, Jim Bob. Don't you transfer me again.
Oh, well, come on. You don't tell me what to do. You dang varmint, you.
Let me tell you something.
I
don't care what you stuttering bastard, but you ain't gonna talk to my wife the way you are.
Who do you think you are, fella?
I'm her husband, damn it.
No, you think you
What
are.
What is your name?
It's Jim Bob.
What is your name? I made sure, because I work for yes, my dad will fire your Now, what is your name?
Don't you talk that way to me. You lunkhead.
What is your name?
Oh, why don't you go out and milk some goats?
All right, because you know what? I'm recording this message, and it will be sent to your supervisor and everybody else.
I am the supervisor, you
I don't give a you will be fired because you're not going to talk to my wife or nobody in this family this way.
You stop it, you lunkhead. You're a lunkhead.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
It is time now for the morning prayer and inspirational song. A great way to start the day. And we're going to call on our friend, Pastor Greg Strickland from Northport Church of God to lead us in prayer this morning. Greg, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, guys. How about y'all?
We are doing well and happy to have you with us again, and we appreciate the prayer this morning, my friend.
Hey, honored to be a part, guys. Always honored for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Lead us in prayer.
Will do. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for your goodness, for us to be able to rise and see the sun climb above the trees again today, and just to know that you are the blesser and the giver of life. Lord, I pray today for Steve, DC, the production team there, and just ask God for your good blessings to be upon them. I pray for the folks that are listening to the show and being blessed and being a part of the show for some time, and those that are brand new to it. I pray, God, your good blessings be upon them as well. Lord, we know that you are not only the giver of life and the blesser of life, but the sustainer of it. And so we're asking, God, for your mighty touch of hope, of healing, of help to be upon those that are sick or struggling. We pray, God, for those that are lost or confused or just hurting. I pray, God, that you would be a clarion call to them and that you would extend mercy and grace so that they may come to know you, find themselves, and find clarity in a hurting world. I pray, God, that your peace that will pass all understanding be upon each one. I pray, Lord, for your good blessings to continue. And I pray, Lord, for Steve and DC to continue to walk in your good favor. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Pastor Greg Strickland, Northport Church of God. And now our inspirational song this morning, courtesy of Taco Casa. You can join the team at Taco Casa, the legendary Taco Casa. Right now they're offering flexible schedules for employees, part-time, full-time, and even overtime availability. Contact Taco Casa.
Yes. All right. Contact the Taco Casa, folks. Let's do the inspirational song of the day. I love this band, We the Kingdom. That's the name, We the Kingdom. And a little song they have out now called Won't He Do It? It's different. It's funky. It's fun. It's the inspirational song of the day on 95.3 The Bear.
Steve and DC show.
The big buzz around town right now is the Mercedes vote that's going on this week to unionize or not to unionize, and we get the results Friday afternoon.
She's got unionized.
We went to the face bag and we did an overnight poll. Almost 100 responses. People feel pretty strongly about this. There's no middle ground. It should Mercedes-Benz voters vote yes to unionize or no?
Well,
and, I want to read some of the
if I'm a
responses.
voter, can I vote maybe?
No, you can't do that.
Oh, it's got to be yes or no. It's a hard yes or a hard no.
Robert says, Stevie DC, tell everybody at Mercedes to vote union if they want to see the company shut down. Paul says, I've worked under two different unions, the telephone company and the teachers union. In both cases, my dues were taken and eventually my job was eliminated. So vote what you believe in. Renee says, no, it's a good way to end up drawing unemployment. Jim says, Stevie DC, I'll leave it to the workers for a decision. My fear is an announcement that the union won will be followed by an announcement that the next expansion will be in Mexico.
Yeah, that's scary.
Ken says voting yes will destroy the auto industry in Alabama. Do the research, see what they've done in other plants. It's been disastrous. And listener Jack says, Stevie DC, these people have some of the best jobs in the state. They don't experience work stoppages, but will with a yes union vote. There was a time when unions served a vital purpose. Those days are gone. Need convincing. Look at UAW and the teachers union.
Okay.
And we have more comments we'll highlight before the show's over. If you haven't told us what you think, do it. You go to our Facebag page. Should Mercedes-Benz workers vote yes to unionize or no, and why? And we'll have a verdict come sometime late Friday afternoon, Don Hartley tells us.
You know, I would like to know, there's so much that goes back and forth between the two sides, but I would like to know what the actual, stats are of, companies that are moved to other cities after a union gets involved. I mean, how true is that? Because that to me would be end of discussion. The other thing I'd like to know is it true that Mercedes-Benz came to Alabama because we weren't union?
Mm-hmm. That's the word, at least some people are suggesting. Yeah. You don't make up your own mind. Do what you think's best for your family and for your job. And if you need to research, as DC said, to find out what's happened to other plants that have unionized, I mean, the internet's a wonderful thing for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff out there. So
you check that out.
It's National Barbecue Day, though, on a more peaceful note.
Well, it is. I think that could probably unite both sides on the union issue. Good plate of barbecue.
I would hope so.
And, DC, everybody claims to have the best. I mean, North Carolina claims it. Missouri claims it. Kansas City, Missouri in particular.
But then there's also, it's funny to me how there are different cities that claim to be the barbecue capital.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean.
You got, there's the best or the barbecue capital.
Yeah,
Memphis says they're the capital.
Of course, yeah. They claim it. And
I kind of lean towards Memphis.
No.
You don't lean towards Memphis being the capital?
I say anybody that claims a city is the best or the capital has never been to Archibald's or Dreamland. Because I don't think
you think Tuscaloosa, Alabama is the barbecue capital of the world?
I think we hold our own because of those two restaurants. We got a lot of barbecue restaurants around that are good, that are all kind of different. But I think Archibald's and Dreamland are right at the top.
We've had,
and they continue to win all kind of national rankings and polls every time they come out.
We've had more barbecue restaurants go out of business than most towns have had good ones.
That's exactly right. And then you got Big Bob Gibson's, who's got a big national reputation in Huntsville, Alabama. Well, so I don't think any of these other places have anything on us.
Who's the guy in Dothan, Alabama, that's famous? There's another one, the white sauce guy.
I don't know. I know Dobbs in Dothan because it's been around for a million years. I used to eat there as a little boy on the way to the beach.
That's the one I was thinking of. And I thought
there on the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan.
He invented something. I don't know what he invented, but he invented something.
Yeah,
but there's, Memphis claims it. Kansas City claims they're the barbecue capital. And so does Lexington, North Carolina. That was a weird one to me. why they claim it.
Well, I guess the whole North Carolina thing, North Carolina barbecue sauce and all that.
Well, you know.
Different style. But again, Archibald's and Dreamland will hold it with anybody. I think Dreamland for ribs and for sauce. It's just my fat boy opinion. And then Archibald's for pork, pulled pork.
Well,
in it.
and I also enjoy the, now it slipped my mind, the moon barbecue.
Full moon?
Full moon, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Especially weird as it is, the one down in South Alabama, I think, is even a little better than the one here locally.
Really?
But man, I love their They're not cheesecake, their carrot cake.
Yeah.
And their sauce to me are incredible.
Can you put the sauce on the carrot cake?
Yeah, sometimes.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
I really did. Let's celebrate.
Nothing
wrong with that.
on the steak, the aroma's divine. Pork shoulder, slow cooked, smells so fine.
Oh yeah.
Tenderloin sausages and brisket too. I'm throwing a barbecue. Barbecue day is here for you.
Light this barbecue up, yay!
Unless you're a vegan, then go eat a turnip.
Go eat a turnip.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save money on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Again, that's Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
She don't know she's beautiful. No, she's not that she don't know she's beautiful. Though time and time I've told her she don't know she's beautiful.
You like the sound of that? I don't know how you can help but not like the sound of that. That's Sammy Kershaw. And Sammy Kershaw and Colin Ray, who is great, and Aaron Tippin, who is great, are going to be at the town of Woodstock's Woodstock Music Festival, Roots and Boots. And it is coming up May 18th, which is Saturday night. And don't look now, but we've been joined by the mayor of Woodstock, Alabama, Jeff Dodson. Mayor Jeff, how are you, brother?
Doing good, guys.
Good to see
Doing
you.
good. Good to see you.
I like this mayor.
The first lady of Woodstock is over here in the corner taking pictures.
I like them both, and I love how the mayor here kind of, in fact, tell you, he brings me back to a time when 85, 86. He's got that Miami Vice look going.
Oh, yeah.
With the T-shirt and the jacket, you know.
Is he wearing loafers with no socks?
Yes, Crockett over here. It's a cool mayor.
Jackson Chase is here with his guitar, and he's going, Miami Vice, what is that?
He knew. You knew Miami Vice, didn't you?
Jackson, how are you, man?
What'd you say?
How are you?
I'm good. How about y'all, man? I'm
Wonderful.
happy to be here.
Good to see you. So how did you hook up with the mayor of Woodstock and this big festival?
Well, my dad ended up getting a call, and we ended up reaching out for opening up for the Woodstock Festival out towards Bibb County. Opening up for some of my favorite singers.
Yeah, man.
You know, everything.
It's a good lineup.
Absolutely. It has come together.
I'm for them now. So,
That's looking good, and that's going to be good on a resume, too.
It sure is, and I'm looking forward to it. Me and the band are very excited about it. It's going to be a good show.
Well, you know, we think y'all are great. And,
yes.
And we'd come just to hear you guys, but then when you get your Aaron Tippin and Colin Ray and Sammy Kershaw, that's a big deal. Mayor, is this the first time you've done the music festival or not?
No, this is the 7th.
Oh, then you're an old pro, aren't you, by now?
Oh, we've seen, it's this thing started out extremely small. And
did it?
You know, what happened was actually going to have it in a park next door to the town. You know, just some buddies trying to raise some money for the Senior Center Nutrition Program. And I don't know if it was the name or whatever, but it blew up pretty quick. And so we had to move venues before we ever got started good. So we had a $3,000 budget then. And a lot of volunteers.
I bet.
And then now you have artists such as you have now. So it's really grown, and this year's is no different. And we're looking so forward to seeing Jackson there. I mean,
he's great.
Actually, I heard about Jackson a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He's got ties to Bibb County, some family there. And so one of the mayors Mike Oakley, I think it was Centerville, had actually told me about Jackson. So
Yeah.
when it came about this year, he come in, we were like thrilled.
You got to admit, though, the name is pretty good. Woodstock, music festival. That definitely got some attention.
Well, it got a lot of attention. Believe it or not, guys, it got the attention of the Woodstock.
Really?
Really?
They wanted to sue you?
That was my first thoughts, too. What had happened was, here we're going to do this show, and it's the Woodstock Music Festival, and we're all excited because we haven't had this, never had this. And city attorney calls and says, "Hey, we got to speak with the attorney for Woodstock."
That's never good.
And I'm like, "Oh, great!" So. You know what you're expecting, right?
Yes,
so anyway, their attorney gets on the phone with us and says, "Hey, we know you're doing this for charity. What you're doing, I don't really want to get in and cause you any problems, but I'm going to have to sell you a franchise." And I'm like, he says, I said,
were you braced?
What's that going to cost me?
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, what do you think about $1?"
Yeah.
Oh, I said,
seriously?
"Hey, check's on the way."
That is fantastic.
Great.
That's great.
$1. That's right.
Well, that could have gone the other way.
Gone the other way, and so we try to we don't want to use any of their logos or things like that. We love our own.
Yeah, it's the name of your town.
That's right. That's right. And, it's one of the greatest places in the world. Yeah. This young man's going to have a good time. So,
well, he is going to perform for us too this morning. A little taste of what you'll get. At the Woodstock Music Festival. Again, that's Saturday, May 18th, and we'll tell you about tickets and everything you need to know about that in just a minute. But I saw on Facebook a post of you performing Purple Rain by Prince.
Yeah.
We're out playing somewhere. And it was kind of out of character for you.
Yeah.
And I thought you just killed it. So I wrote and said, when you come on the show, you got to do Purple Rain.
Well, we're going to do it for you.
And your dad told me last night that post on Facebook has like 230,000 views.
It is getting up there. And it's doing pretty good. So
you got to be happy about it.
I am very excited
about it. Man, look, these days the lines are blurred. If Luke Combs can have a hit with Fast Car.
Yeah, well, but see, Jackson also does a killer version of Hotel California.
He does. Yep.
In his own style that's really good. And I haven't heard the Purple Rain yet.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed it. He put a little twang on it, which I enjoyed.
I like it all. I mean, talented young man.
It's purple twang.
It really is. Well, if you would play for us now your version of Purple Rain, then we'll tell everybody how to get tickets and go to the Woodstock Music Festival on Saturday, please.
Jackson Chase.
Purple twang sounds like a Jeff Foxworthy.
It kind of does.
To cause you any sorrow, I never meant to cause you any pain. I only want time to see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Yeah. Baby, I can never steal you from another. It's such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. something new means you too. Say you wanna lead it, can't seem to make up your mind. Think you better close it and let me guide you through the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain.
Yeah.
A little bit of Prince.
You know what? I honestly believe that may be the best song I've heard you do ever.
That was great.
I mean, seriously. I mean, the voice and what you do with it, and you hit that one point where, I mean, I'll be honest, you made a face, the same face I make when I'm constipated.
Was it the stank face?
It's the stank face.
Yeah, but it was good.
It's the stank face, and anytime you're playing and make a stank face, then you got to
Yes.
Yeah, it's gotta be something good happening.
A good deal going on.
But it sounded really good.
It really did. Now, Mayor, again, if you just joined us, the Woodstock Music Festival with Jackson Chase, Aaron Tippin, Colin Ray, Sammy Kershaw, and others is this Saturday in Woodstock. Tell us, Mayor, if you would, exactly where and how we get tickets.
Well, there is no tickets. It's what it is $20 per car.
Per car, okay.
Truck.
I can cram a lot of people in.
Whatever you're bringing. But yeah, I don't care if it looks like a circus ride.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no, the whole thing about this is it's for the community, and what that goes for is whatever charity we're doing at the time. But what we're actually doing this year, this year's donation goes to the Woodstock Library.
Very good.
Educational Building Fund. So we're going to try to extend the library.
Okay.
Now, the gates will open at 3 o'clock this Saturday.
Yep.
The show starts at 4. I understand it's family friendly. You can bring coolers. You can bring your pets. You can bring a lawn chair. You will have food trucks there, though, because,
no coolers.
We get hungry.
Yeah, no
coolers. No coolers.
Yeah.
No coolers.
No coolers, no pets, because there are food vendors there.
Okay.
And it's a confined space.
That's good. That's good. But $20 a car is a good deal for all those acts.
Absolutely. I don't know if you could get a gig where you could get $20 per person.
No.
But the whole object is to keep it where the community can afford.
Yeah.
And also raise money in the process, and so let the sponsors come in and it works great. And so it's been a big thing for us.
Now,
That's
Mayor,
awesome.
Where exactly, for those of us that will be first timers, where will this take place?
Well, this is off exit 97, Holiday Raceway. If you get off exit 97, it'll take you down about 2.5 miles, somewhere in that neighborhood. Holiday Raceway will be on your right. So,
and Mayor, again, for our newbies that just may not know, or they're new to the area, from Tuscaloosa to Woodstock, how many miles are we talking?
27.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on now. I mean, that's easy.
Oh,
that's easy.
Hey, listen, I mean, let's not forget Woodstock's in 2 counties. We're in Tuscaloosa as well as Bibb. So
yes, and the Woodstock Music Festival will have both kinds of music, country and western,
and maybe Purple Rain.
Well, apparently we're going to have a little Prince in there somewhere. So.
It may be everything.
That's right.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a great show, and like I said, these guys are going to blow it out. I mean, it's going to be an awesome time. So we're really excited about this show. So.
Well, we want everybody to support Woodstock and music and country music, and certainly our very own Jackson Chase, who we are very, very proud of.
Thank you.
I know you'll be doing some classic country.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be doing pretty much everything. Everything you can think of. We'll probably do a cover of a classic rock song, a little bit of southern rock, and then a country, and then some of my originals.
Well,
You'll enjoy it.
We love it all. The Roots and Boots Tour. Now, have you played with or met Aaron Tippin, Colin Ray, or Sammy Kershaw?
No, but I'll tell you what. About a year ago, I was playing out in Branson, Missouri, and they wanted to get me back out to Branson, and they were supposed to bring the Roots and Boots Tour up to Branson, Missouri, and I was supposed to open for them. And, you know, it just eventually never happened, and then now I'm doing it 40 minutes away from my house.
And, you know,
there we go.
God love Branson, but we love Woodstock.
I think I love Alabama just a little bit more.
Yeah. You know what happened was we had a band to fall out, and you know, I talked to, you know, his management, and they call
Chase management.
Did you have your people talk to his people?
Well, no, I went straight to the source. They had one drop out, and we'd been talking about how we missed it this year, and it just fell into place.
Yeah, it did beautifully.
He fell in a good spot. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're thrilled for him, and
yes,
we're thrilled for us that we get to enjoy this. It's going to be great.
And by the way, Mayor, I don't know what your background is, but you have a tremendous voice. You could do radio for a living if you wanted to,
or you could do that Oak Ridge Boys deep part on Elvira. I think.
Right?
Yeah.
What's your background, Mayor?
Listen, I work for United Way of Central Alabama, but my background, I grew up in the construction world. I'm a former professional boxer. How do you like that?
No way.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, well, we won't upset the man.
I feel safe now. We're good.
Really?
Yeah, there's fault right here in T-Town.
He will punch you out.
How about that?
That's right.
Uppercut.
I went nose to nose in this studio one morning with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
remember that?
Well, let me say this. I grew up in the same gym with his manager, JD's. Me and JD's the same age. We grew up in the same gym. Started when we were young, and you know.
Well, you guys resemble each other a lot, you and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. If he was just as mean as I was.
I love a mayor who's a former professional boxer. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Well, that's great. You know, if you see me twitch a little bit or something like that, I've been hit a lot.
been hit in the head a lot.
That's right.
Y'all
listen. Deontay gives a good whooping, but let me say, I took a better whooping.
The Woodstock Music Festival is going to be a lot of fun with our friend Jackson Chase, and then a bunch of country legends in there. Sammy Kershaw, Aaron Tippin, and Colin Ray.
And $20 per vehicle. You won't beat that deal anywhere. That is this Saturday. Gates open at 3 p.m. Woodstock, Alabama, exit 97, right there at the Holiday Raceway. And Mayor Jeff Dodson, you represent Woodstock well. It's been a pleasure.
That's right.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
We need to come do a live Steve and DC show from Woodstock at some point in the future.
What are you doing Saturday?
Could you have your people call our people?
Yes. I'll just go straight to the source.
We love you, man.
Well, thank y'all for having me. It's always a great time.
We'll end with this. What were you doing 3 years ago today?
Probably sitting in here. Singing
probably were.
If Facebag is correct, you were standing on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
You
That's
know what's a
actually
big
cool.
story to me? A big story to me is this young man's going to graduate on Friday. And you're going to be opening up for the Roots and Boots tour
with
on
some legends.
Saturday. I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah, he's bound for big things for sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you all. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
95.3 The Bear, proud to support the Woodstock Music Festival and certainly Jackson Chase. All right, we promised you that we'd give away concert tickets.
And we are going to do it before the end of this month. We are going to do it.
And rodeo tickets. That'll be coming up in just a minute on the Steve and DC show, where we're always behind, but in the right place.
Yes. Now, turning to sports.
Here is WTF Sports Headlines featuring Wyatt Theodore Fulton. Good morning, brother.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Doing well. Let's figure out what's hot today in the wonderful, wacky world of sports.
Alabama's draft picks are starting to sign their NFL contracts. You're starting to see some of these numbers come out.
Good for them.
The only first-round pick from Alabama that signed his contract right now is J.C. Latham, and he gets a fully guaranteed $26 million contract from the Tennessee Titans.
Good for him.
Fully guaranteed, 26. These kids, I mean, this is life-changing overnight.
Well, yes, and I like seeing, them become millionaires.
I do too.
It's nice.
I hope they take classes on how to handle the money.
They do.
I think Coach Saban had them go through like a financial program or something to help them out. So.
Well, and
need it.
And the NFL mandates it. As a rookie, you have to go through all these courses. In fact, they bring in guys that have blown their money. It's kind of a smart way to do it. They bring in all these guys that were like them.
To say, don't let this happen to you.
Say, hey, this is what you don't do.
Yeah.
And one of the things starts with family. They're like, you will get hit up by every person you've ever known.
All those long-lost cousins.
Everybody that you're remotely related to is going to hit you up.
Kind of like winning the lottery.
And you don't want to say no. That's part of the problem.
So why, when you get a big signing bonus, millions and millions and millions, does that come in one check?
Yep.
Really?
So the way they
how would Wyatt know? Is he had one?
He's a sports guy.
Well, I actually do have a friend in the NFL that I covered for a couple of years at the high school level. So, but no, he said basically he signs the contract and then they get paid bi-monthly.
But it's usually not a check. It's direct deposit.
Yeah,
it goes right into their account.
An immediate direct deposit into their bank account. So one day you wake up, you've got $2.06 in your bank account. And you wake up on that Friday and you check your bank account. You've got $14 million. It's like, oh, holy crap. This is awesome.
Oh,
It's
God.
not bad.
I can't even imagine. Whew, I wish I'd been
overnight.
An athlete. Yeah, overnight. Go ahead.
The NFL released their schedule yesterday. There's a couple big games coming up for some Alabama guys. You'll see Bryce Young take on Jalen Hurts this season. You'll see Will Anderson take on, I believe, Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins, and a couple of other big matchups. I've got a story out about it on Tide 100.9.
And don't we have some games in like Japan and all kinds of weird places?
We got a couple of games internationally. Jalen Hurts is going to play his first game of the season down in Brazil against my Packers.
In Brazil?
Down in Brazil, yep.
Boy.
And then you'll play 3 games in London, and then Bryce Young is going to play a game in Munich, Germany in November.
Dang.
They've expanded everywhere internationally.
Need to change to the IFL, International Football League.
And, I don't know of any team in the NFL that has more Bama players at the moment than the Detroit Lions.
Is that right?
And they're just loaded, and they just keep
They've
picking.
got a bunch.
They keep picking Bama players. Last year, they picked 2 Bama players. This year, they picked Terrion Arnold.
Yep. I think it was just Terrion.
Was it just him?
I think so.
But, between Terrion, the 2 they got last year, Brian Branch, and, of course, the running back,
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Thank you. They're just loading up with Bama players.
I'm going to have to become a Detroit fan, I do believe.
Well, they did pretty good last year, so.
Yeah. I wonder if I can get a Detroit jersey in my size.
And then who got the Mr. Irrelevant Alabama player?
Jalen Key, the former safety from Alabama.
Who got him?
Oh, the New York Jets.
Okay, because I saw he signed his contract, and it didn't sound very irrelevant.
No.
So you're Mr. Irrelevant, they call you if you're the last person to get drafted? If you're
the last pick of the NFL draft, you're considered Mr. Irrelevant because nobody's paying attention to the draft by the last pick.
I see.
And so he actually gets to do a couple of cool things. He gets to go to like Disney World. He gets an endorsement deal. It's kind of cool. And
he got like a $4 million contract.
Yeah, $4 million deal.
No, he ain't irrelevant anymore.
No, absolutely not. Going to get a little bit of video game news here in about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, it's supposed to drop about 10 o'clock this morning. So.
Are you excited, DC? I know you're. I know you're a player.
Can't wait to see what it looks like and when the release date will be for the College Football 25.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. You will not be doing my segment the week after that game comes out, and there will be only pre-recorded content going on Tide 100.9.
Because you're going to have your head in it.
I'm going to have some sort of sickness coming out around that the week after that, game comes out.
You need to turn in those hours and say it's research.
Yeah,
you're researching the game. Man.
Yeah,
exactly
I'm doing research, researching teams for the next season.
I'm also going to play with Bama, of course. But I'm also going to play around a little bit with San Jose State since our boy Sawyer Dearman is going out there.
They got to represent.
I want to see what his speed rating is.
And I would like to see you and Wyatt take each other on one morning on the game.
Well, we might do that.
Set it up here in the studio, and maybe we'll make a thing out of it.
We got a TV, so
make a thing out of it. Hey, I want to mention some high school baseball. American Christian Academy is one game away from winning the state 4A championship, and that game is this afternoon. So congratulations to those Patriots. And the other Patriots, Hillcrest, play for the 6A championship 2 p.m. this afternoon.
That's cool.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, some good high school baseball.
Great high school baseball. Alabama's always got some good high school baseball going on.
Yep.
Last little bit of news. Might get a little bit of Alabama basketball news over the next week, sort of. You're starting to get into that timeline where Mark Sears and Jaron Stevenson could make their announcements that they might be coming back. So keep an eye out for some basketball.
Speaking of big direct deposits.
Yeah. What's your gut instinct on Mark Sears? You think he's gone or coming back?
My gut instinct tells me both of them come back.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that would be good.
Okay. I hope so. I hope you're right.
That'd be great for us.
That is WTF Wyatt Theodore Fulton, and that is WTF Sports Headlines. Do you have a moment? We need to give away some stuff. Can you help us?
I'm not very good at helping, but I'll try.
Do the best you can, man. Here's the deal. If you'll grab a line now at 205-339-4953, this is a double whammy. You can win tickets to Friday night at the AMP to see... I almost said Julio Jones. That's our sponsor this hour. To see Billy Currington and Kip Moore. Tomorrow, we'll upgrade somebody's tickets to down front and backstage. So you get in on that. Plus, we're giving you tickets to the rodeo going on this weekend, the Stewart Havana Volunteer Fire Department Rodeo at Havana Junction.
Well, then we got your weekend entertainment covered right there.
So call now if you're interested in winning those things. 205-339-4953. 205-339-4953, and we do have you covered. Your chance to win is coming right up on the Julio Jones Kia All Request Hour, where this portion also is brought to you by our friends at Complete Health and Wellness.
Complete Health and Wellness is changing our lives, and they can do the same thing for you. I don't know what your problem is. What's your problem?
I got so many. Time will not permit me to disclose all of them.
I mean, is it that you're tired? Is it that you're not performing in the bedroom? I mean, how is your love life? I don't mean to get personal, but, you know, for a lot of married couples, that can be a big deal if it's not going well. Maybe you don't have the stamina you once had. Well, all of that can be changed with Complete Health and Wellness. Both Steve and I and Audio Bob are patients at Complete Health and Wellness, and I would say we've been very impressed. Don't you agree?
Absolutely, 100%, and already feeling better. Dr. Brent Tidwell and his very talented team would love to give you do a consultation and see what they can do for you. They've got soft wave therapy now, too, if you've got neuropathy or leg pain, hip pain, all that. They're getting tremendous results with that. They'll analyze your blood work and tell you, what you need that can change your life. It really can. Like DC said, check your hormones and all that.
So many things that we don't even realize, like dehydration and low vitamin D can impact every part of your life. And who doesn't want to feel like they did when they were in their 20s or younger? And you can with Complete Health and Wellness. Hey, go online. It's complete-healthandwellness.com, complete-healthandwellness.com. Or they're just right down the road here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Complete Health and Wellness.
Thank you, DC. All right, let's see who's on the line. 95.3 The Bear. Hi, who's this? Turn that radio down. Hi, who's this? All right, you're going to have to turn your radio down, and we're not going to be able to play.
Hello.
All right, who is this?
Stephen Cooper.
Sammy Kershaw?
Stephen Cooper.
Oh, Stephen Cooper. Okay.
Not to be confused with Sammy Kershaw.
I heard Sammy Kershaw.
Hey, Stephen, welcome to Yes or BS. Wyatt is going to help us with this. We've got 4 statements. They're either true or they're not. The guys have to call yes or BS. If they get 3 out of 4 right, you go to the rodeo and also to the concert.
How about that?
That would be nice.
All right. That radio sounding good in the background.
Sounded real good. Maybe you could crank that up a little more.
Stop! Okay. Number 1, yes or BS. Gentlemen, the oldest woman to ever give birth was 74. Yes or BS? Wyatt, what do you think?
I think that's a yes.
Think it is? It's just crazy enough to be a yes, isn't it?
It was it was the Kardashian mother, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. I think yeah.
All right, I thought it was Sarah from the Bible.
Y'all are going with yeah? Yes, it is. I don't know who she was, but she was 74 when she had a baby. Number 2, yes or BS? The elephant is pregnant almost 2 years. The elephant is pregnant almost 2 years. Yes or BS?
I'm going to go yes on that one as well.
You are? What about you, DC?
Oh, boy. That seems right. It's so goofy, it seems right.
That's 2 yeses. Good enough for the point.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 2 down. 1 to go, so Steven can win this thing. The largest baby ever born weighed 20, and it was not me, weighed 22 pounds. The largest baby ever born weighed 22 pounds. Oh, that poor mama. Yes or BS?
I'm going to go BS on that one.
BS? What do you say, DC?
It's a kapooyah, kapooyah.
Oh, that's the mother giving birth right there.
22-pounder.
Largest baby ever.
I'm going to say yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, it only takes one of you saying yes for the point. That's the point.
Okay.
And Steven, you win. All right, simmer down, Steven. Steven, you got rodeo tickets and you also have concert tickets, my friend. How about that?
That's nice. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you for listening. Hang on, we'll get you all hooked up.
Yeah.
Number 4, which we didn't get to, 4 babies are born around the world every second. 4 babies are born around the world every second.
I mean, that seems believable.
Yeah, it does seem pretty believable.
And that was a yes, too.
Okay, yes.
Hey, you guys were
awesome.
You guys were on fire today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, at least one of us was.
Hey, look.
It's a kapooyah, kapooyah.
Listen to this. Tonight, of course, the Academy of Country Music Awards hosted by Reba, and up for the most awards, Luke Combs. Most nominations with 8, followed by a tie, Morgan Wallen and Megan Maroney, up for 6 awards.
Wow.
She's tied with Morgan for 6 awards tonight. She's something.
That's why our reporter from Nashville, Jimmy Carter, mentioned that Lainey Wilson needs to watch her back. I don't know if we're at that point, but Megan is definitely moving on up. And while we're talking music,
and by the way, the awards tonight are on, I hate this, Prime Video.
Yeah.
So good luck finding that to watch the Academy of Country Music Awards, if you want to watch. Some people don't even want to watch.
But while we're talking music, there's a viral video that has gone viral. What if a video just, I don't understand all that viral video.
What?
But it's gone that way. And it's, I love these stupid things that end up being, hit by millions of people. What legendary singers would sound like if they were falling down the stairs?
Yeah.
I
like that. So does Don Hartley, apparently.
From Michael Jackson to Johnny Cash.
If they were falling down the stairs.
If they were falling down, and even Elvis is in here.
Oh, good. I want to hear this.
They were falling down the stairs.
Oh, went down, down, I fell. Lord have mercy.
Oh, yeah, I'm falling.
It's very funny. That was quite the set of stairs there. A lot of steps. Apparently, Audio Bob had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And put that together. That was outstanding.
He did. Michael Jackson, David Lee Roth, Johnny Cash, Elvis, Whitney, Metallica, and Steven Tyler.
Falling down the stairs.
Steven